Welcome to Spintown, Spintown, creepers in the blue and gold. Spintown, Spintown, the Grim Reaper's gonna get your soul. In the cobble pit you get you, so don't even try resisting in Spintown. Spintown!
Welcome to Spintown, everyone. Today I am hanging out on Tournament Tower. I'm not going to play a game or anything, but I'm on the server because I'm going to show off a couple new builds that I've been working on, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the Tournament Tower update that should be coming next month. I think pretty early next month, at least that's what I think the plan is. But yeah, this right here is the one map that we currently use. It's one I built a long time ago called Ice Temple. I've made a couple improvements since it was first built. When people start playing it after I first built it, I got a lot of feedback that the power-ups were a little too hard to get to because they were all up at the upper sections of each level, and people didn't even get a lot of them. So I put power-ups in the corners of this level right here, and I made sure that there were power-ups in the bottom of the second level and the bottom of the first level. So power-ups are now easier to get on this map. And I also made a couple other little minor changes to the map. I prettied it up a little bit so it looks a little bit better on the outside as well. This level right here, the top level, is pretty much exactly the same. I took out some of the lighting because the lighting isn't really as important as it used to be, because now it doesn't cycle day and night. It's just time locked into day. But yeah. And, well, now that we've seen the map that we are currently using, let's talk about some of the maps that we will be using again. If you remember from way back when, Zach Scott actually designed the map, and I think we're going to have it in the rotation here soon again, so that'll be good. And 8-Bit Hero also had a map that was in rotation. That should be coming back when we do the update. I've seen the map. It's ready to go, so no reason not to use it. Then the level I made called Dark Temple, I think that's what Zach called it. I'm not sure. Zach named my levels. I didn't really give them a name. That one has been fixed up. Again, when it first got put into the rotation a long time ago, there were problems people had with it. So again, I went through and tried to make certain aspects of it easier and more user-friendly. So I'll go ahead and fly to that map right now, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and this is Dark Tower. Doesn't really look all that dark from the outside, and really doesn't look all that impressive at all from the outside. I might go back and try to pretty it up and make it look like an actual cohesive tower from the outside, but it's really not all that important because nobody playing the game is going to really see this. The only time you're going to see it is in a video like this. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and break into the tower so you can see each individual level. Boom. Let's go in. Come on. Let me in. There we go. All right. Now, when I first made this a long time ago, it was because a user suggested that I make a completely dark level. And so I built at bedrock, and I used all dark materials and didn't put hardly any lights in here. And then when we tested it and Zach saw it, he says, I like it, but let's put some lights in here. So we lit up the entire roof area. It was just all glowstone. Well, I've taken that out because it kind of defeated the whole purpose and reason for this level. And, if it doesn't work, we can take the map out of the rotation. But I want it to try it as a completely dark level. There's a little bit of light coming in from where I broke in right there. And, depending on what, texture pack you're using, you'll be able to see a little bit easier than others maybe. But for the most part, most people are going to have a pretty dark screen, and it's going to be a little bit of a creepy feel. You'll be wondering is there somebody going to jump around, the corner at me and kill me, or somebody climbing on top of the buildings and about to jump down on me. I mean, you won't know when you're about to be attacked or anything until they're right up on you. And really the only light in the entire map, or at least on this level, is right in the middle where the power-up is. That didn't change. There's only the one power-up smack dab right in the middle of the map. So most people will try to find their way to the middle, and I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem with people finding each other. just because they're all going to kind of naturally go towards the middle, I think. Um, the second level, which is probably the one I liked the most back when I first did this, let's close this up, is not changed a whole lot. One of the things I did change is it's a lot easier to get up on this walkway right here. In the past, it was kind of hard to make this jump from right here onto the stairs right there. But now, as you can see, I put ladders there, so you can pretty much make that easy. You used to have to try to double jump and time it right. Now you can get up from all four sides pretty easy. And also the stairs on the sides. There's two sets of stairs, one over here and one over on the opposite side. They used to be hard to make. You used to be able to jump to them, and they used to be hard to reach as well. Now the stairs go all the way to the bottom, so now you can get up on the catwalk pretty easy from multiple places. The power-ups are in the same spots. There's a couple up on the catwalk. There's one on top of the pyramid and one inside the pyramid. Nothing else really changed about this level aside from me making it easier to get up on the catwalk. And I think that's going to be a big change because there was never more than like one or two people up here just because it was kind of hard for them to get there. So we'll see. I can always go back and make more changes again if I see, players are giving me feedback and saying this isn't working and it could be better if you do this. And I will make changes if I think they're needed, as I think I've shown. This level has underwent a lot of changes. This is level 3, and it used to have no stairs whatsoever. It used to be ladders that you would have to take to get up everywhere. And ladders just really don't work for tournament tower maps. Nobody wants to use them because you're pretty much a sitting duck while you're going up the ladders and you can't go up very fast. But now that I've taken them out, I think people will go up on the other levels a lot more because you can reach the top a lot faster and it's a lot safer to do so. See, I mean, not hard to go upstairs. You get up relatively quickly. Your power-ups are up here, so since you can get up there really quick, I think people will use them more often. And if you remember, if you're one of the people that used to play Tournament Tower back when this map was in the rotation, you'll know that there used to be water down here and water over here. There didn't used to be any slime anywhere. That was all soul sand and ice. So yeah, I've removed the water and added slime, just because I think it's adds another fast way for people to get down from being up top. I mean, if I wanted to, let's go back up here. Okay, I could jump down here, take no damage, then go all the way down to here, and yeah, it's just a quicker way for them to maneuver around the map. And that's really the main thing I focused on with all the little changes I made to the levels with this map and with a little bit with Ice Temple. I was just trying to make it so people can go everywhere a lot faster, a lot easier. And I think I've done that, but again, we'll see when we actually have people playing it, if it's working or I need to make more changes. So let's get out of here. We'll go up. Whoa! We'll get up and go to the top level, which I took out completely. There's the old Dark Tower. I don't want to go and show you that. I mean, you can go look at old videos to see that. But this level's changed completely. I got rid of it, and I still tried to make a vertical level because the 4th level on the old Dark Tower was vertical like this. But again, it used ladders to go up and down, and it just wasn't really all that practical, and people would just kind of, get owned as they were on the ladders all the time. So now I'm going to have people spawn at the very top. So in the 4 corners, that'll be your spawn points. And from here, you can just jump and go to the very bottom of the map. You can traverse the entire map in a couple seconds. To go back up, no ladders, you got stairs. It's going to be, a little time consuming to go up, but you can go up pretty easy. You can defend yourself on stairs with your bow or your sword or whatever. Not really sure how this one's going to work. This is the one I'm worried about the most as far as how it's going to actually play. But, can't hurt to try it. We'll give it a shot, and maybe I'll have to make a 3rd, 4th level for this one. But let's get out of here. Let's see. The victory room. There's the victory room. It's the same victory room as before. I don't think I made any changes in there. If you win the game, you get to get a minecart out of there and ride the little roller coaster. Only you, just the winner of the map. But now, I've told you we're going to have Jack's level back. Zach's level is going to be back. My old level has been revamped. It'll be back along with the current level I made. So, but I also made a brand new level. One that I spent 4 days working on. I basically built a level a day earlier this week. So it happened pretty quickly. And I'm going to go ahead and fly there, and then I'll pick up where we left off here. Alright, so here it is. Here's the new tower, and the first thing you're going to say is, well, that's not a tower, and you're right. It's not really shaped like a tower, but the reason it's not shaped like a tower is because when you stack these levels on top of each other, it really screws up the lighting, and I didn't want to have glowstone or lanterns like every few blocks, just so you don't have really horrible dark shadows everywhere. I know Zach, he definitely wanted it more like a tower, and he talked about maybe spiraling the levels around, but kind of making it look more like a tower. But I think it's fine the way it is. I think playability is much more important than the way the level looks. This right there, that's another level we might use in the future. It needs a lot of work though. Chop Chop has been working on it, and we're going to let her revamp a couple levels that need revamping, and maybe that'll be in the rotation soon. I don't know. But for now, this one is completely ready. Hopefully I don't have to go back and make changes because, you know, certain aspects of it didn't work like I had to with my other two levels, but there's just no way to know until you actually get people on here playing. Looking at these levels, you're going to notice there's kind of a theme, and the theme is multi-leveled and blocky buildings and slime. Okay, that's kind of what each one you're going to see that consistent theme throughout. I don't really pick themes where I have to build like really intricate and detailed buildings and stuff like that because I'm not that great of a builder. So you're never going to see me do like a cityscape with all kinds of awesome buildings and details on the insides. That's never going to happen. But I do try to build things that function really well for what they were intended. And again, hopefully this works. But, you know, I make it pretty by adding the blue and the yellow. That's all I need to do to make something pretty, right? Now, I mentioned, you know, I took out ladders and everything on the last two towers I made because, you know, they weren't a really effective way for people to move up and down on the level. And you can see ladders on this level, but it's not the only way you can get up and down. It's not even the main way you're going to get up and down. It's just an extra way if somebody wants to use it. And some of the ladders I use there for like parkour reasons. This level right here, there's a lot of slime, as you can see, and it really sucks to fight on slime. And so not only is this slime here, you know, it serves a function as far as like parkouring, but it also serves a function of getting people to go up, I'm hoping. One of the things on my other levels was, you know, people not just didn't want to use the ladders, but it was just more convenient to stay down, and there was no real reason for them to go up aside from the power-up, which you don't really have to have. It's all about getting fast kills on this game. So instead of making it just really nice for people to go up, I tried to make it miserable for them to stay down. So on this level, like fighting on slime kind of sucks. So people are going to probably stick to the pathways, the buildings, and probably up on those levels, or at least that's my hope. On other levels in this tower, I made a lot of like void. So it's a little dangerous to stay on the bottom because you can fall into the void if somebody hits you and knocks you in it. So yeah, that's what I'm trying. I'm hoping just to make it better for people to go up, so they have more of a reason. But yeah, you can parkour a lot on this level, like see right there. That's why a lot of the ladders are here, so you can just make jumps like that are a little too far to make normally, but you can grab the ladder and pull yourself on up. But you can get to the top of these buildings here and the walkways multiple ways. Boom, see, right back up onto another building. Boom, got another building. So you don't have to use the stairs, which are here, the ladders, which are here. You can also use the slime, the parkour around. And this, to me, this level is a lot of fun just to run around and parkour on. Forget fighting on it. If you're the first one up here, you're going to have fun just running around parkouring. Made it. Okay. I didn't think I was going to make that. I jumped a little early. But yeah, I wanted to make each building, each pathway really simple to get to, multiple ways to fly or run around the level. And I'm really looking forward to see how this plays. Man, I can't make a jump to save my life right now. I need to go practice my parkour abilities on my Spinkour, my parkour server. But yeah, this is level 1. I think it's going to work out. I don't really have too much worries about this. I think I'm going to get a lot of people complaining about the slime, but hopefully that just encourages them to come up here. The power-ups are right there in the middle on the bottom, so they're easy to reach, easy to find. Next level, let's check it out. If you're a fan of Mario Kart, you're going to recognize this. I mean, the colors are the same, except for, in the game, they're like solid. They're not just like outlined in color, but this is Block Fort from Mario Kart 64. It was also in Mario Kart DS, and it might have been in other versions of the game. I don't know. But yeah, I just found a map, a picture online that was already like gridded, so it would be easy to recreate in Minecraft. And I thought, you know what? That kind of fits the theme I was going for. It's blocky, has multiple levels. And, I worked some slime in there in various places. So, yeah, this is my second level. I just completely ripped off Mario Kart. Let's see. Again, you can not just take the pathways, but that's why the ladders are right there, so you can bounce between the levels. I'd like to maybe add another way for them to get up to this level, aside from using the stairs. And I'd really not want to have to put ladders here. But I'll think about it. Maybe I'll figure out another way for them to get up. So, yeah, that is level number 2, Mario Kart 64 map. Now, this level right here, level 3, was Zach's idea. I brought Zach on. I told him I had 3 ideas for this tower, but I did not have a 4th. And he suggested that I have one smaller tower in the middle of a level, or right here, surrounded by 4 taller ones, and that you should be able to bounce off the taller ones onto the middle one to get your power up. So I made that, and looking at it, when it was done, I realized nobody's going to go up those towers. Nobody, they're just going to stay on the bottom and fight down there. So I took out the bottom. The only thing down there now is the slime you can bounce off of, pretty much. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to work. I mean, I think it's a decent idea. It's just, I don't know how people are going to react to it and play on it. I don't know if they're actually going to go for the power-up, or if they're going to... It's definitely going to end up being a bow battle. This level is going to be total bow war. There's not going to be a lot of sword fighting on this level at all, I don't think. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. There are levels I play on other types of PvP maps that are designed for bow fighting that I like. I really don't know about this one. It's one of those things where if it doesn't work, I have a feeling we'll have to just build a completely new level. So, because I don't think there's much I can do to make this better and actually get people to go up here. But we'll see. Again, it's just you got to wait and get the people on the map playing it to see what needs to be fixed. But yeah, this right here is just another way, aside from the stairs, for people to get up on the tower again. It's pretty easy parkour. You can make it pretty quick. Same thing with the yellow. It's not hard parkour, so even if you have really lame parkour skills... Whoa, and I missed, saying I have decent parkour skills, so trust me, it's easier than I'm making it look. It's all 2-block jumps. But yeah, I don't think a lot of people are going to use that as a way to get up, but it's there as an option. The only other thing I can do is put a ladder that goes all the way up, maybe on the inside of the tower or something. But again, people don't like ladders, so I think it's kind of pointless for me to do that. The stairs, they work pretty well for getting people up and down. So we'll see. Again, I'm 99% sure. Giant bow battle every time on that level. This level right here looks completely different from these 3 as far as there's no ground, there's no wall surrounding it, and that's because it's completely enclosed. I didn't need walls around it. So let me break in. And the main part of the map right here where the power-ups, or not where the power-ups are, but the center of the map right here, just branches out into 4 directions. So it's 5 rooms on each level. So right here, you got forward, back, right, and left. There's all another little 10 by 10 room. I think it's 10 by 10. Yeah, 10 by 10 room. And there's a power up on 2 of these. Yeah. Okay, so you got one over here. You have one power up over here. And then you're going to have a power up in that room up there and one up there. So there's a total of 4 power ups, 2 on each level. Not too hard to find them. Yeah, so I think people are going to have no problems there. To get up, you pretty much have to use the stairs. There's 4 sets of stairs. They all kind of like spiral around. So if you're in that room down there, you're going to go up into the right, if you're looking in this direction at least, to another room. Okay, you won't go directly to the one above you. And the way to get down is you can use the stairs if you want, or you can just drop down, land on the slime. It doesn't really matter. It's up to you. I'd like to have another way for people to go up that was faster than the stairs, but I don't use command blocks, so people are going to suggest that in the comments. No command blocks. That's just not something I'm going to do. So it's either ladders or stairs for the most part to go up, and they're not really great options, but it's what I got. And right here, this is the 5th room. This is where you go if you win the game. It's like a little drop-down cage for go-go dancer or something in there. So the winner goes in there and they can sit there and dance, show off that they won the game. They can mock the people outside watching them. But yeah, there's not a separate room like there is in most towers. I decided to make it within this level. So there's no way to get in there unless you win the game. But yep, that's pretty much it as far as the levels are concerned. I look forward to seeing how people play this map and the Dark Temple map, so I can see if I got to make more changes to them to make them work better. Other changes for Tournament Tower are going to include upgrades. They're not going to have the same power-ups as before. They're going to have completely new power-ups. Some of them are going to be nerfed a little bit as far as what we had. You're not going to have a strength potion or strength effects, I don't think, this time. Because, you can get like that power up and then get 3 or 4 kills in a row pretty easy if you run into people that don't have really good power ups as well. So that was a little bit too op. And this time, Zach, the developer, Zach, not Zach Scott, he came to me. I don't know if it was because he thought it was a good idea or Javier just told him to go to me or what, and asked me to make a list of power ups for this game. So I thought about it, and I came up with a list, I think, of maybe a dozen different power-ups that we could be using for Tournament Tower. And I tried to make them all something that had, like, visual cues. So if you go running at somebody when they had a strength potion before, sometimes you didn't know they had a strength potion until they hit you. Then you're like, holy fuck, I just lost a quarter of my health. So I tried to make it to where you didn't have stuff like that happen. Like, if you were going to get any kind of potion effect or anything like that, you would also have like colored boots come with it. So let's see, I'm trying to think of things. Let me pull up my list to remember off the top of my head. All right. Okay, so for instance, if you have like fire aspect on your gold sword, which is one of the power-ups, and it has also knockback on it, you're going to have the gold sword there tell people, oh, that guy has fire aspect, okay, because it's no other way for you to get a gold sword. And there's also the power 1 bow that you're going to get in the game now. If you get the power 1 bow, there's no way for someone to tell, oh, has he just got the regular infinity bow, or does he have the power 1 bow? Well, now you're also getting a blue leather helmet with that power 1 bow, so that's an indicator, okay, I know what he has. Same thing with the flame bow. When you get it, you're going to get a yellow helmet. So if you see a guy with a yellow helmet, you automatically know, hey, he has a flame bow. So I tried to do that with all the power-ups you get. If it's not something you can just naturally see and say, oh, okay, he's, obviously got an iron chest plate. Okay, that's easy. But if it's not something like that, I tried to give a visual indicator, so you just don't go into a situation blind and get owned. So yeah. So that's another thing I'm really looking forward to. There are also power-ups that aren't like regular enchants and stuff you would get in Minecraft. Like I suggested that he give us exploding snowballs because there's a level over on OCTC called Kaba that I play on a lot, and you're not going to get a lot of exploding snowballs, but I think I told him. Let me see, just to make sure I'm right. One. Okay. So when you get that power up, you get one snowball that explodes. So you can throw it at somebody and it blows up kind of like TNT. So it's not too op. You'll definitely do a lot of damage to one person. You might get a one-hit kill, but you're only going to get one with it. Okay. But I also suggested double jump. So that's something that isn't really in Minecraft naturally that we're going to have. And there's I think one other thing that you guys will be maybe a little surprised with. So yeah, again, looking forward not just to the maps, but to seeing how the power-ups work. And I'm hoping he stuck just to my list. I don't know. He might add some things of his own in there, which, maybe it'll work out nice. But I hope he doesn't, just because I made that list specifically thinking that would be the things in it, nothing else. I mean, I put a lot of thought into the list, is what I'm trying to say. And adding other things to it may throw off the balance, I guess, of, that I tried to create with each power-up, if that makes sense. But yeah, we'll see. Anyways, that's it. This video has been way too long as it is. So remember, I upload a video every single Monday, and if you want to get another bonus video on Friday, this video needs to get 100 views or 10 thumbs by Thursday. If it doesn't, then, I'll save my next video till Monday. Not a big deal, but if you want an extra video, watch, thumb it, share it, and all that stuff. But anyways, we're going to end with a clip from my server, Spinkour.